one of my friends does TikTok lives in local areas to his home. Occasionally he'll go out to the cemetery and they've got a particular type of factory that was there, and it was really weird. Before he'd even gone and done a live there, we were chatting about this particular factory, like just kind of briefly, and I actually had moments where I actually started to feel myself tune in. I could be outside just kind of going, all right, I'm just grounding myself and I'm just going with the flow and cruising, and I would be tuning in and I heard several names that I understood to be connected to this place. I didn't know any of these names. I'm going to put that out there as a full disclosure. I had no idea of these names, but I heard them and I remember hearing a particular nickname of one of these names, and I'd got some information and I thought, okay, I could just be like losing my brain, or I'm actually somehow remotely tuning in and picking up this information. It was probably about 3 weeks later, and we had chatted on and off, and I had actually said, I've had some information come through. I'll be curious to see if I get an opportunity to go out to this place with you and just see if what I'd received remotely is actually somewhat legit. As somebody who can connect, I can be very skeptical of myself. Anyway, so he was doing a live, and I've never seen this place before, right? I've never seen it. But when he was talking about it, I had this visual imprint of what I could only imagine that it looked like. That was what I thought it looked like. He was doing this live, and suddenly he pans around and boom, there's this building. And I nearly fell off my chair and was like, that's what I saw. And I said, set of stairs, they look really familiar. And I thought, I'm not going to say it in the middle of the live. I'll talk to him about it tomorrow. And so I'm watching it and I was like, fucking hell, that exact angle that he's shooting that is what I saw in my head. I've never seen this building before. I didn't even really knew it existed in my local area until like he started talking about it. And I thought, fuck, this is weird. Anyway, 20 minutes goes by and there were certain names that came up and I'm just like, my fucking God. And he was able to clarify these particular names and who they were and how they were connected to it. And I then suddenly just got out of the TikTok live and I just went, holy fucking shit, that is the information that was given to me about 3 weeks ago when I was outside, somehow remotely tuning into this place. What the actual fuck? And I was like, holy fuck, man, I didn't think that I was able to do that. Like, I kind of can pick up on things, but I had no fucking idea that I could do that. And so I quickly messaged him about 10 minutes later and just said, hey, had to jump out of the live. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow. It's to do with your life. And he's like, oh yeah, no worries. And so we were chatting about it and I just said, you won't fucking believe it, but, and went XYZ, whatever. And he was just like, holy shit, man, this is just getting fucking weird, because there were certain things that he said, there were certain energies that were supposedly present when he was doing his live. There was confirmation in some of the equipment, and I'm just like, oh my fucking God. Not only was that moment where he panned on that building the moment that I was like, I've seen this and I haven't seen a photo of it. I've visually had this come to me, and it was just fucking creepy. So in a good way, creepy in a good way, I'm going to say that much.